Hello, hello. Welcome to Leap Taken. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And I'm actually doing something I normally don't do, which is record a video the same day that I'm posting it because life. And you know what? That's okay. This is something I had been wanting to do actually last week, and I didn't get a chance to do it. And I knew I wanted to film it, and I on my if you follow me, I'm a planner and I post my posts are all planned out and organized in advance. So I didn't have anything for today to post because I knew I was going to make this. So, and I wanted to talk about this with you. So let's talk about protection. And me as a cottage witch, this is the type of protection, some of the type of protection work I like to do, making potions and sorts. So today we're going to make my recipe, or what I have, and it's in my cottage witchery book, for four thieves vinegar. Okay, so choose four herbs. I just say a glass bottle or jar with lid, red wine or apple cider vinegar, and short instructions. You combine, shake it well, leave it in a dark place for 4 days. After 4 days, it's ready to use. So that's basically how I do it. So let's talk about the herbs that I chose to pick today. So before I even get too much into it, what I want to do is just go ahead and just do a cleansing. Now, you don't normally see me do all this. Oh, that's why I got the cloth down, because I know me. You don't normally see me doing all this. You don't, because well, I don't do everything in front of y'all, but that's okay. But if I don't use Florida water, sometimes I like to use my rose water that I have. Actually, I got to replace it. I'm running low. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the herbs I have one in my hands to be clean. So we're going to go ahead and put this on here. Just another protection. Just another protective type thing I'm doing, y'all. So we have black pepper. These are black pepper, and I'll show you the bottle. Cracked black pepper, so it's this kind. I like to use this for spell work. Then I have rosemary here. This is lavender, and this is actually sage over here. So these are my four, hence Four Thieves Vinegar. So if you ever wonder what is this about, if you didn't know, so Four Thieves Vinegar is coming from a story that goes way back about four thieves during the time of the Black Plague in Europe, who were robbing the dead, but they weren't coming down with disease. So legend has it that they created some sort of concoction, which they ingested, and it prevented them from getting sick. And supposedly it's this, or a variation of this. So there you go. So that's where the lore comes in, and we use it for protection. So let me tell you why I want to use it and how I plan on. You can use this a couple different ways. So, and here's the apple. I'm using good old Great Value brand organic apple cider vinegar, if you wanted to know. Good old Great Value. Can't stand Walmart, but it is what it is, right? We all trying to save a buck out here. Anyway, so for banishing spells, if you want to drive away evil, danger, disaster, preventing disaster from coming your way, a bunch of like any type of protection spell that you could think of. But let me tell you what I plan on doing, or how one of the ways, because I like to have different opportunities to use it. Some people use it even on the candle, for dressing the candle. But one of the ways I plan to use this is to anoint certain points of my property to guard against evil, to guard against anything disastrous for the inhabitants of this home. So that's how I like to use it. Actually, just pouring it at different areas. If you think of the plot of the land that you're on, and if it's an apartment, that's okay too. You can do it from outside your building discreetly, but it could be done. And just chant something in your mind as you say it, whatever makes sense to you. You make it your own. I want to say there's really no wrong way, perhaps, as long as your intention is all about, whatever it is that you're doing, which most likely is protection or banishing. So there you go. So let's get into it. So we got the herbs. I was all pretty and prepared, and I had them here. I realized I just got this bottle. I needed a new bottle of vinegar, because that should tell you a lot. Because do you know how hard it is to run out of vinegar? Man, I don't run out for a long time usually, because whenever you're using vinegar, you're almost always using, a small amount. But I've been using a lot. So I'm going to go ahead. Eventually, it's going to be in this jar, and I'll probably make a second one based on the amount that I have here. But for now, I'm going to put it in this mason jar. All right, so we'll just, I couldn't, it's going to get stuck in the funnel. I don't feel like fighting. So we're just going to go ahead and pour it in here. That's why we put the towel down, because we know I'm going to make a mess. So those are herbs. Now, if you go on Pinterest, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to see these beautiful bottles. Please encourage us, if that makes the aesthetics are important, or you just enjoy the aesthetics, get into it. Use that, right? Use the aesthetics of the beautiful bottles and things like that, please. But for me, I'm also low-key a farmhouse type person. I still like that style. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this here mason jar, ball mason jar. Yeah, that's enough for now. We weren't filling it to the top. Okay, so then you just put the lid on here. Make sure that's tight. And you shake it, shake it, shake it. Now, when you're shaking it, yes, I'm just mundanely shaking it. Or am I? No. I'm looking at how it swirls. Notice the hand that I'm using. I mean, you could use your left hand instead. You could shake in the opposite direction, if that means something to you. But no, I want to shake this way, because if things goes my way, whatever thinks it might come across my path, whoever think they might have in their head to come do me harm, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Whoop. So there you go. This is the blend. This is it, guys. This is it. 4 Thieves Vinegar. That's how you make it. Now, the other part of this is, as I said, 4 days. Store it in a dark place. Put it in the back of your cabinet, pantry. And after 4 days, it's ready to use. And at that point, I'll go ahead and transfer it to the bottles. Just because it's easier for me to pour when I go outside around the house with that. Then this is a big mouth jar, so a lot more will come out than I plan on it. And I'll just use my funnel. And I just got this here for presentation purposes. I got, I'll put that there and, set it up. Then it's just easier to pour out this way. I don't strain it. I don't feel the need to for this. It gets a little annoying sometimes with the funnel, but I take like a chopstick I have and I push it down until it goes down into the jar here, the bottle. And like I said, this is going to fill up more than one, but I was just showing you kind of how I do it. But if you want to just keep it in a big jar like this, then that's cool too. But yeah, this is the batch that I'm using. This is enough herbs for me. Everybody's different. Some people want to see more herbs. That's on you. This is good for me. This is the right amount. How do I know? I don't know. My mind tells me so. This is not something you can honestly mess up, in my opinion. If you use too many herbs, then you just use too many herbs. If you didn't use enough, you didn't use enough. The intention is in here. So let's get into, how do I make this something more? Well, you can start now and the beginning. You can code energy into it. Doing that is basically usually either you're putting your hands directly on it or just outside of it. You could start by just simply clapping. I don't want to clap too loud, but rub your hands together like this. Create that friction, that heat, that energy in your hands. Let's say your mind is neutral. You're not really sure how to do all, people saying, oh, put your intentions in it. What does that mean? Just think of the word protection. You don't have to think too hard about it. You don't have to make yourself crazy trying to create something in your mind. Just the action. That's why I say, stop thinking everything is outside of you. Use your body. And now y'all know what it feels like when you rub your hands together and you clap your hands, that sensation on your hands. Now I'm putting it around this jar. and I am taking that energy. This is where I am using my mind's eye. I'm using my intention. My intention is to take the physical energy that I created and I'm pouring it, imagining it. Yes, imagining it going onto the glass. Now let's take it a step further. Just repeat the word protection, protection, protection. I am protected. We are protected. This home is protected. Say it 3 times. You're done. If you have something else written out, say more. If you want to call on a specific goddess, if you want to call on, your ancestors, you can do so now. You can start, same thing, put your hands on. Ancestors, please aid in protecting us. Please aid in keeping us safe. Please aid in keeping danger at bay. Banish all evil. Something as simple as that. Now, and I'm saying this and I'm putting my energy into it. It's a bit of a tutorial, but please know this is something I'm saying as well. I'll take all that energy and put that in there. This is what it's like for me as a cottage witch. Notice I said for me, because everybody said, well, I'm not a cottage witch and I do that too. Cool. I said for me as a cottage witch, there's overlap. But anyway, yeah, this is what I do. This is a lot of my practice. It's this sort of stuff. It's the simplicity. You know what I love about the witch that I am? A lot of the simplicity, because so much could be gained from keeping it simple. There's a lot of complexity in general to just existing. And in my existence, I have so many balls up in the air. And when I come to do my magic, I don't need it to be complicated for it to be real. Let me repeat that. Magic doesn't have to be hard, difficult, or complicated just for it to mean it's working or that it's real. Don't be duped. The simplicity can also be just as powerful. Sometimes a thing is a thing, and that doesn't mean it's less than or that it's mundane and you can ignore it. No, a thing is a thing. You know that feeling you walk into a room and your stomach hurt, you get the bubble gut, something ain't right, and it just came on you all of a sudden? That's a thing is a thing. Don't sit there and make yourself crazy. What's that about? Wonder where? No, leave. Get out of the room. Make your exit. You can dissect later. You can pull your cards out. You can, pull a reading and figure out after the fact what it was. Why are you standing there trying to figure it out, putting yourself in danger? You were given the senses to decipher real time. Use that energy. Use that right now. I was given the mind and the idea to say, okay, some stuff is coming. Let's get prepared. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth in my mind and make things complex and difficult trying to figure, well, what's going to happen? Oh my God, let me worry about it. No, I came over here and I made my 4 Thieves vinegar. And I wanted to show you guys. Shame on me for taking extra longer. See, it's easily done. Life gets in the way, things get busy, and you don't do the thing that you were told that you knew you were supposed to do. But I'm doing it now. Fool me once. But no, I'm doing it now, and we're good to go here now. So if you were thinking, I need to probably get more into protection magic, or I need to do a protective spell, I'm glad you saw the video. That's probably your cue. Don't go back and forth. Why? What's happening? What? You can ask all those questions. Protect yourself and then fall back and then ask these questions from a protective stance with your shields up and your barriers up. Then start saying, I want to ponder on what it could possibly be. You could do it then. Protect yourself first. All right. I am done. This is just a quick video while I walk you through this process for me. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, share. And if you would consider hitting the join button to join Leap Taken membership. Also, if you have questions or anything of that nature about witchcraft, I offer a service called Ask a Witch over at leaptaken.com. So go ahead and check that out, as well as my monthly subscription as well. But check all the details out over there. Again, I'm Mika. This is Leap Taken. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.